is Date with the Divas, as if you didn't know. You know, the pink didn't give it away. But anyway, if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, well, thank you for hanging in with the shenanigans and all the fun that we have. As always, we got some interesting topics to discuss with you. And if you haven't subscribed, click on that subscribe button and like our videos, and also take some time comment. I'm sure you'll find something to comment on. And also hit on that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest and greatest. Now grab your beverage of choice and let's get on with it, Ms. Alicia.
You was gonna say my name.
I told you.
Thank you so much for that lovely intro, Joe. Appreciate it. All right. So, season 7 of Love Island USA premiered on Tuesday, June 3rd. But in the days leading up to the premiere, fans have somehow resurfaced clips of one of the contestants named Yulissa Escobar. She has been outed for casually using the N-word on not one, but 2 separate occasions on 2 different podcasts. And now fans are a little furious, calling for justice, vowing to vote her out the moment they get a chance following, the premiere. So the 2 clips that have surfaced up, they're not a good look for her. She casually drops the word 3 times while talking about messy boyfriend drama. She's just kind of like, going off of what she will or will not tolerate from a dude, basically. Since filming has started, she doesn't really, I guess, while you're filming Love Island, you kind of like away from your phone, so she doesn't know all this drama is going on right now. But I guess her team is handling her Instagram account and stuff. And one of her friends named Maria jumped onto IG to defend her, saying, LOL, y'all act like y'all never said the N-word before. Stop being so effing sensitive, in quotes. So ladies, what do you guys think? Are you a fan of her or anyone from Love Island? Do you think it was, she's just chatting among friends. They're just having to be a podcast. And if this is the way she talks with her homegirls, then that's the way she talks. It should be fine. Or what do you think?
I will say, reading the article, I'm all about the comments. All about the comments. You know how you dive into the comments and somebody was like, well, if they can say it, then I can too. Every MAGA, because apparently she's a Trump supporter. And then you know what the next response was? Say it in public. I dare you, and see what'll happen to you. Okay. So what I say is, I don't like using the word. I don't support using the word. Don't get me wrong. When it has almost slipped out, you kind of like take it back, because even within like shared company, it's just like if you use it, you're gonna slip up. So let's just not use it.
You mean us not use it?
Yeah, I don't like the word in general. So
I agree that I agree with you that we shouldn't use it. However, there are those people who have earned the right to use it, and those people who don't earn the right to use it, because are they have they suffered or are willing to suffer the consequences that the people who were named this derogatory name by their suppressors? So are they willing to be raped? Are they willing to be suppressed? Are they willing to take on the plight that the African American has taken on for the last 200, well, till present day? Are they willing to take that plight? No, they just want to use it because it's fashionable.
But like some people say, the rappers use it.
Yeah, the Black rappers use it. I think it's 2 different conversations. Us using it and whether or not we should be using it. Different conversation than non-Black people using it.
And my thought is like, just how about we just don't use it?
Well, I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, most definitely to each his own.
within your house. I mean, some Black people use it every day and they're comfortable using it. I do think it takes on a different connotation. And I think it's a false equivalency when people who want to use the word say that we use it. Because they know good and well, words have meaning, intention, history. So it's different when they say it as opposed to when we say
it. It truly hits different when a person of not color uses it.
Yes, because you talk about rappers using it. Eminem has never come out with that one day in his life. True. In all the years he's been recording and famous. There is a difference.
Based on what her friend Maria said, it sounds like her and her non-Black friends, non-Black friends, they seem to use it amongst themselves as well, like maybe calling each other that sort of stuff, maybe. Or I'm not too familiar with Yulissa's dating history to know if she's dating people of color or anything.
Pro Black men.
Right.
She sounds like it though, doesn't she? She sounds like she wants to be a Black woman. Like,
is she not? She's Caucasian or is she Hispanic?
That's what I'm saying. She's Hispanic. The name first of all, her name was Yulissa Escobar.
Okay, so she's Hispanic.
I mean,
Thank you. And that's what I was saying too.
People can't use it either.
No.
And that's my thing
I don't think anybody should be using it if they are not a Black person using that word. I mean, and I agree that each their own are using it, but you shouldn't be using it if you're saying it with your friends. What else are you saying about? I mean, like it's just it comes with a negative connotation. So trying to say it, I'm like, what are you guys talking about when you're saying it? In my personal opinion. So yeah, I think she get voted out. I mean, why? And she's gonna end up with, like you said, if she's dating Black men, I'll be like.
I mean, and it's kind of the same thing. There are various connotations for other races, other religions, and things like this. And if we were to say those negative connotations to that individual, you would not like it. So there you go. It's kind of
and not even to that individual, just in conversation.
Oh, in just conversation.
If we're going to use something that's a derogatory word towards a culture or people, that would not be received very well. I think too many people have gotten comfortable with it, with the word. I mean, just unfortunately, it can be attributed a little bit to it being so popular and our music and our movies and everything being so popular, but they should still know better.
Yeah, I don't think the audience is being too sensitive. None of the fans or anything are being too sensitive. So, I mean, it is freedom of speech, you know what I mean? And she is just doing a little kiki. And if you're from New York, I know a couple people on our panel are from New York. Don't certain people who are of Hispanic origin get away with saying certain things?
J-Lo.
Oh, is she from New York?
From the Bronx.
I was like, I think
somewhere in New York, not a song,
I mean, that gives it a little more context if she's from the Bronx.
You talking about this chick? This Yulissa chick, or you talking about J-Lo? I'm lost.
Yulissa.
J-Lo ain't never let the N-word
okay, that's what
she said it on the song.
Huh?
She said it on the song on Trees.
I thought you were asking about J-Lo on Trees. I don't know where Yulissa's from, but let me see.
Yeah, but no.
No, I meant Yulissa.
Oh, okay. Well, we
on Trees, J-Lo said it on a song long time ago.
Right.
Yeah, that Ja Rule song. And then they cleaned that right on up.
Thank you.
Because of backlash.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't know. Yulissa looked like she from New York. I had a vibe.
I thought she was from Miami.
Oh, that could be too. I don't know. It's probably just the people around her just say it. And,
clearly,
she probably is gonna get voted out, but
she'll
probably pop up on reality show, another reality.
Hot news! As I was looking up where she's from, apparently, Yulissa was removed from the villa during the second episode. Spoiler alert. I think that airs tonight, according to LaBelle. So she was removed from the second episode of season 7 after the podcast clips about her using the racist slurs surfaced online.
Yeah, I see it.
Production booted
by the producer. Well, this is my thing. This is my question. They hire these people, they fly them out, they write them a check, and they don't bother to go on the internet and vet these people, because if the fans can do it, the fans did this within 3.5 seconds. They had on this girl.
True.
Right. Why can't production do a better job?
Right.
But I've said
they knew about it. I bet you they knew about it, but didn't think it was a big deal. And then when it became an issue from
they know that's a big deal, Marilyn. Come on.
I'm just saying,
but like you said, they have to know about it.
And that's what
I think they knew about it.
Yeah.
I think they didn't care. And then when it
Right.
became a
Uh,
fan said hell no,
Right.
and they're like,
When
oh,
it
we're
became
gonna
a
do
threat
something
to
about
them.
it. Mm-hmm.
Lady
And she's from
Divas,
Miami.
it is 2025. Do you mean to tell me that there are people on a production staff that could not anticipate that this would be a problem?
It's
Well, remember the
to
caliber of
me,
people
to
that
me
are
with
working is different.
to me with the reality shows, it's do what is the statement? Do what you do now and say sorry later, or whatever that
Right.
thing is.
Ask for
Ask for forgiveness later.
For forgiveness later.
Maybe they
Because
wanted this hoopla.
yeah, it causes
Mhm.
drama. It causes interest on the show. I mean, come
And
on.
she's just a casualty.
Right. Right. Yeah. Have you
If
by any
nobody
means
said
necessary.
anything, she would still have been on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And then,
But I
that's why
can't
you-
imagine they would predict nobody would say anything, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, okay, yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
They're
ain't
probably like,
For the
scared.
record,
if
she's
they
from
do, they
Miami.
do.
She's from Miami, Florida.
Okay. If they do, they do.
That
They don't, they
tracks.
don't.
Entourage, let us know what you guys think. Do you watch Love Island? Are you afraid of any of the contestants there? Are you disappointed that Yulissa has now left after such a short stint? So they gave her a chance. Let us know what you think. Comment down below.
I
All
wonder
right.
if it's a big dramatic scene, them coming to get her and kick her
Oh,
out.
right.
Oh,
Now you
look.
have to watch
Maybe
episode
we'll watch now.
2. You don't have to watch.
Maybe we'll watch.
Maybe it was a
Maybe they
ruse to
filmed
get us to
it,
watch.
Right.
Where
Right.
did they film it? Do you guys know or anything? Like,
What'd you say?
where's the location of
It's
this?
on some remote island, isn't it?
Oh, it's somewhere.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not like okay.
It's on the
alright.
CBS lot.
Why that be the real game, Bernie?
It's on Universal Studios.
Right.
They blindfold them, thinking that they somewhere. And it's just a studio lot.
Tour going by.
Don't go beyond this point.
That's a good one. All right. All right, ladies. Now moving on to the next topic, talking about relationships. So as I was browsing through X, what we know as Twitter, I came across this post that caught my attention. So one woman posted, her name is Rose the Artist. She posted this question: when you meet someone's family, what's a sign your partner is a red flag?
Oh,
Yummy.
oh, that's
Right.
I hope that's not it.
Oh, I
oh.
wanted a
It might
snack,
be.
right?
I think I need a sip.
Right. Let's take a moment to admire this
Okay.
Alicia said she
Yummy.
wanted a snack for this story.
Yeah.
You didn't give a snack. You gave the meal.
All right. Thank you.
Oh yes, that's
You
a nice
earned your
little meal.
raise on Teresa.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Aunt Therese. Oh,
But does he live
is
nearby?
Right.
is this AI? No.
So let's say you're dating this man right here. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So she had asked, when you meet someone's family, what's a sign that your partner is a red flag? Okay, so think about that. If you meet this man's family, what would be
He
a
can
sign?
do no wrong.
Right. All right.
No job, cool. 10 kids, all right.
5 divorces, okay.
It's all right.
Right, man. Come on.
Mama, that's okay. No job. Incarcerated, you know.
I'll come visit you.
Right.
Incarcerated, I'll come visit.
I put money on the books.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
one
All
ready.
right,
man-
get me real.
I know, right? Okay, back to the topic. So one man, whose X account name is 4D Tough, his response was, "As a man, if I'm the only man there." So So I've read a couple of the comments, because some other men were kind of co-signing it, like, like as you see there, like, bro, when did you pick that up? Something that they learned throughout the while. Let's see some of this coming here. He's like, I learned in 2025. And he was like, yeah, he learned it from his older friends that if it's a red flag, if there's no men in the immediate family of the girl that you're seeing, basically. Here we get some other comments here. One guy said, if there's no men there, They're going to work your ass like a dog any chance they get. So I guess he's afraid of hard work, like working around the house. Like, come on. And then another says, that's why I didn't even explain. They're creating their own scenarios to argue with, you know. Mm-hmm. Any other ones? Yes. One other man says, I learned the lesson the hard way. They projected every man that did them wrong on me. And then somebody else said, Poppy down there says, fatherless people are always confused and frustrated people.
Are they?
Right. Another one kind of co-signs saying fatherless behavior isn't a meme, it's a real thing, and the difference is night and day. Wow. Okay. So I guess they really believe that, you know, you can't grow as a person, like maybe seek some therapy to change, you know. Another person says, if you're the only man there, ask yourself why. If every other man has vanished, been cut off, or walked away, that pattern isn't random. People don't flee stability, they escape chaos. Pay attention, because if every man before you left, there's a reason. These are some fighting words almost. Just kidding.
But you know what? I think about that, and I think about like my mother's family. It's all women. It's all women.
Oh.
And there's very, you know, all of the women had daughters, and it just kept on moving.
Only there if they were married.
The men that are in the family are the married, you know, are the ones that marry.
They're saying is if no one's married into the family.
Right.
Oh, okay. Because like but the thing is, the men die first. The men always die first, and then the women are left.
Well, that's true statistics right there.
It is true, but I think if you come to the potluck and it's Thanksgiving and there's no men in the family, like none, like no boyfriends, nothing, they may be like wondering. And I guess, I mean, it's similar to the same thing. For a red flag for me, if a man tells me he ain't got no friends, like longtime homeboys, like you ain't got somebody who's been at least 10 plus years, that makes me wonder. So I cut them off, but it keeps my antenna up. So
yeah, but that, Marilyn, that's a red flag specific to the man you're dating. This man is making your family the red flag.
Right.
So you're now responsible for what the women in your family have done.
I can kind of see it.
To me, I would be, if I went to a place and there's no women, I'll be like,
like, yeah. I
reverse it if you went to it was all men.
Like they were all brothers with their dad. I'd be,
but not necessarily.
No
but again, like if nobody had girlfriend, if nobody had a longtime partner,
I wouldn't think twice about it.
So I when I first saw this, I was like, that's weird. But then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I kind of get where the person is coming from. I wouldn't jump to any conclusions.
Right. I wouldn't jump.
I would be like, I would just, like Marilyn said, keep my antennas up, because and I'm not even thinking about people running, like the women running the men away or whatever, but I'm thinking about the negative energy and the negative comments, like in this man's case, I'm assuming that he's thinking that it's going to be a bunch of men bashers or whatever,
right.
that are talking.
Yeah, that's what he's implying.
Yeah, so that's what I was like, I can kind of see it, but that's really up to your partner to make sure that she's securing your relationship, because you can come across people bashing your man at any time. And so like making sure that that she's secure in the relationship.
Yeah, I don't think it's a finite statement, put it that way. I mean, I would be like, if this is like I don't know, Thanksgiving dinner,
I might inquire, like,
right.
So
okay, no one's
partnered up.
Yeah, exactly. I would, kind of question, but
you see it as a red flag to your mate.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily think
maybe an orange flag.
Yeah, right.
Would be an orange flag about your mate if none of his brothers were married?
It's because I'm worried about the influence.
But would they not be that close though? They just only see each other on the holidays. Right,
and that's why I say it's an orange flag. It's just something. Okay. It's something that I would inquire about, and kind of see like, oh, and then if you're coming back and telling me, if you're say going to a family gathering without me, or you're meeting up with your uncles without me or something, and you come back and you maybe have a different attitude or something, then I might be like, he with them. And you
Mhm.
know
Maybe
how
I'm
they are.
crazy, but I would, if I went to a man's family and it was all men, I would be super excited because I feel like I'm the queen. Like
Right, like maybe they spoil you or something.
I'm gonna be the spoiled princess.
I mean,
Mhm.
hopefully so. I mean, well, there was that other comment where it said,
Or
"Oh,
you
they're
be
gonna
the
have you
you be the
doing
wife,
all." What'd you say, Marilyn?
or you'll be the slave.
I was gonna
No,
say
you know,
there was.
Marilyn, you know, girlfriend will never be,
They gonna be like, Treese, what you gonna cook? You be like
Right.
nothing.
You know we
what are
can't
y'all
do
bringing
plate?
me?
Because
You
there
pick
was
the
that
plates for
comment
everybody.
But then that
That's
would
what.
be your red flag, though, Treese. You see
What?
what I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
Why?
if they
If
want you
they
to
want,
cook,
if
but
they're
you ain't got no
expecting you
woman.
to do the womanly
No, but I don't care
thing.
what they expect. It's not happening.
No, I understand
But
it,
when
but
you
that's what
say
I'm
That
saying. The
invitation.
outcome is that's your red flag because that's
No,
not
then you have
necessarily
to teach people how to treat you.
right.
Mhm.
Exactly, and
The
that's
it's just
lesson would be class would be in session.
right. So maybe your orange
Mm-mm.
flag where you like, okay, we need to change this behavior. Because
right.
there was that comment that said, oh, dude, they're gonna have you doing everything or something like that.
Well,
So I was like,
fixing stuff,
okay,
yeah.
I can see that where it'd be like, oh, okay, we'll call Willie,
Yeah.
he,
But
Right.
I
he
mean,
gonna
the
come
way
over
to
and fix
flip
your garbage
that
disposal.
is if you're the only man, then you're the king. Like maybe the women
Right.
would love you. Maybe they,
Right.
And
adore
spoil
you.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So basically you're saying, Andres, don't prejudge it. At least get their personalities in to see
Right.
how they treat you during that meeting, which is a sensible thing to do. But some of these
Yeah.
people are
And
very
I
manipulative.
agree. I was just saying, I
Mhm.
would just be like, oh, okay, this is interesting. And then,
Right.
how are we gonna,
Yeah, that's not enough for
what's
me
gonna
to like
happen?
run away. Put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, no women in your family, we need to break up.
Right, right. Now, if a couple of the people are in jail of this is then I might be like, okay, what kind of lifestyle did y'all live growing up?
Yeah,
But
a house full of criminals, that could be a red flag.
right.
They're only women in the house because the men are all in jail.
Oh,
That's
right. That's definitely a red that would be a red flag then, for sure.
But can I tell you what I didn't like about that story, that tweet?
Mhm.
I felt like this guy is positioning himself to be the prize.
Right.
He
Oh,
walks into
yeah.
a woman's life, judging her, deciding if she's worthy of his presence. So that's what I didn't appreciate. And I think that's a red flag when the man thinks he's the prize and you have to prove yourself to him.
Be tough to him.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I feel like that's really what that story was about.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Right. Well, Entourage, let us know what you guys think. If you went to your partner's house and it was only just one sex there of genders, what would you think? Would you be alarmed or would you be like, okay, let me find out what's going on? Or would you like, let me proceed with
Are
caution?
you getting fed or do you have to change the light bulb?
You have to
Right.
feed.
Right.
And if you're the only woman there, you got to change the light bulb.
Right.
But the
Right.
story wasn't about being the only woman. The story
No,
was
she,
very specifically
Very
about
specific about
there's
being
no
the
men
only
around.
male.
Yes.
yeah.
Very patriarchal, that
Oh,
story.
right.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Something must be wrong with the women if there's no men around.
Right. Like they chased them all away. It can't just be
Right.
man being a problem,
With pitchforks.
What
Hey.
is it?
We'll
F
get you
around and
too.
find
Either
out.
that,
How
what
about
is it?
that?
Was it the Joe fried green tomatoes? You remember? I think that was the movie Fried Green Tomatoes when they actually ate the man. They put him inside of the
Oh, yes. I think
Heard of
See,
that
and
movie and
that's
never watched
why
it.
they got they got this tweet right here.
Yeah, that's why this man
Right.
is scared, Lava.
He's like, "Am I going to be in the tomatoes?"
right, thinking he in
Tomato
a
fricassee.
horror movie. Right, in a horror movie, basically. So yeah. If your antennas pop up, pay attention to your antennas, is the moral
exactly.
of the story, y'all.
Yes.
All right, the like button and comment and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Night.